Good afternoon. This is a demo of my new Mod 5213 carrier, my new Mod 5270 carrier board. It has machine vision, which is derived from an analog camera by a circuit that carries a Mod 5213 processor on it, and it sends the data down via RS-232 to the Mod 5270. Basically, this allows you to control DCC model trains from the internet. First thing I'll do is you can control loop switches, switch tracks back and forth. You have automatic trip, which is controlled by machine vision, and you can pan one of the cameras. Just for grins, I will click both locomotives forward on speed 5 and run them around the track for one lap, and then we will do a demonstration of the machine vision, which is really the most interesting part of it. There is no sensors in the track. The locomotive is positioned basically by one camera. One $10 analog camera is the only sensor you need. And now what I'll do is I'll go ahead and give you a little demo here of this area down here where it says please read. Okay, the track volts you can see is 12.04. Track milliamps is 57. With the locomotive idling, this is some current drawn by the regulator and the LED on the LM398, and also the locomotive processors idling and the IR LED on top of the locomotive. So before anything's in motion, you have 57 milliamps. The machine vision is the horizontal and vertical location of the locomotive in an arbitrary numbers which are used to evaluate where it is on the track. So right now it says locomotive B south straight, and basically even if you're not running the automatic trip, it tells you that it's on the south straight or wherever it is. Okay, I'll click trip go. Okay, it's now starting on the trip. It says trip started, locomotive B on the east curve. And that is, the actual compass locations. It says on North Straight, continuing heading west. Continuing around the bend. It tells you what it's doing here. It tells you where it is. Locomotive B is now on the South Straight. And what it will do is when it gets over here on the east curve, it'll say schedule stop at station, siding switched. It's now switched the siding so it can pull into the station and, unload some stuff. And this is all controlled by a camera. There's no sensors or reed switches or photoelectric devices in the track layout itself. Just one camera. Once again, it's telling you what's on the west curve, schedule stop at station. Now it says on siding, approaching station. It has slowed down like a locomotive would if it's approaching a station. It's now stopped. It says stopped at station, unloading. It will stop here for a period of time. Okay, now it says backing out of the station. And now what it'll do, it'll proceed around and go across a crossover switch to the outer loop, pull up behind locomotive A, and then reverse and go back around to its starting point. So it can running a fairly complex trip. And I can set it to repeat that trip. Okay, it's on the outer loop. It says around the bend on the outer loop up here. It says locomotive B south straight. It has stopped there. And now it is reversing. And it will once again cross over to the inner loop. I'm going to switch cameras here to camera 2, which I can pan. You can see it's crossed to the inner loop now. And now it has stopped back at its starting point. And that's basically it. I can pan this camera. The mounts are loose, so it wobbles a little bit after you pan it. But the camera 2, you can pan back and forth and look at whatever you want. I'm going to put some more bracing on that. There's also a camera 3, which looks at the north straight. And that's about it. Thanks for watching.